Today we're making a Spongebob SquarePants birthday cake. So this is part 3 of my Spongebob SquarePants Bikini Bottom themed dessert table. In my previous video, we did a bunch of desserts to go with the dessert table. You definitely should check it out. I did chocolate covered Oreos. I did pineapple Rice Krispie treats. I did chocolate covered pretzels with the character Plankton. Definitely should check it out because this series is showing you how you can make budget-friendly desserts on your own at home for this birthday party. So today I'm working on the birthday cake. Now the birthday cake is an 8-inch cake that is an Oreo flavor and Oreo flavor frosting on the inside. I use buttercream for the filling and buttercream for the frosting on the outside, which is what I'm doing right now, which is coloring and tinting the frosting. So these are the colors that I'm going to use to decorate the cake. I'm trying to do a underwater themed design, so I'm doing an array of blues and teals and greens. Now this cake isn't going to be super smooth and it's going to have some texture intentionally. The reason for that is because there's going to be so many designs on the outside of the cake that the cake doesn't need to be super smooth and perfect. And I did that intentionally so that those that are not that great at frosting a cake can have some confidence knowing that they could still create a really cute design. So what I'm doing right now is just adding blues, whites, and teals to the sides of the cake. So once I smooth out the cake, it'll have more of an ocean blue color. Now, even though I'm going to smooth out the cake as a base, after I smooth out the cake, I'm definitely going to add more texture to the cake. And like I said, that's intentionally so that if there are any imperfections, you can just cover it up. So just go ahead and watch as I decorate this cake. I did forget to mention that if you are new to cake decorating, I did purchase a cake decorating supply kit. Since I was making this cake for somebody that didn't have any cake decorating supplies, I purchased a kit on Amazon and it came with the cake turntable, spatulas, the scraper, piping tips, piping bags. It came with everything you need to decorate the cake. I will link that below in the description box for you to check it out. Now, as you can see, the cake has texture to it. So here's one of the tips I will be using to decorate the cake. This is a leaf tip, and this is going to add the seaweed design on the sides of the cake. This is a coupler. So if you don't know what a coupler is, this is what you add to your piping bag, and this is going to allow you to change out your piping tips. So once you put the coupler inside the piping bag, then you're going to add your tip on top, and then you're going to add the base that's going to screw the tip in place. Now, along with this tip, I also use Ziploc bags to make all these other colors. And I did that so that I can get really tiny detailed designs. And I think that they just work better with a Ziploc bag versus a piping bag. When you cut a piping bag, the tip may not run out very smooth and round as opposed to a Ziploc bag, as you can see right here. I thought I recorded me piping the seaweed design, but I'm so sorry. I don't have any footage of that. But before piping the design, I did throw on some white sprinkles on the side of the cake, and this is going to act as our bubbles. Now I'm just hand piping some designs on the cake. So as you can see, there's lots of textures. It doesn't look very smooth or perfect, but the design honestly covers it up and it adds so much texture and depth to this cake. I added a thin layer of frosting to the base of the cake, and now I'm covering the frosting with graham cracker crumbs. The graham cracker crumbs are going to act as the sand. I highly recommend that when you are doing this, that you're putting the cake over a tray like I am, so it's going to catch all the different crumbs. I also added some large pearls to the side of the cake to be bigger bubbles, and then I hand piped the design on top, which is 16 years later. This cake design came out really cute, and I'm really happy with how it looks on the dessert table with everything else. The cake really just makes the dessert table. In my next video, I'll show you how I made the Krabby Patties. And be sure to check out my previous videos where I show you how to make the rest of these desserts for this DIY easy dessert table.